All right, everybody, welcome to Tuesday. I hope you're doing great. Let's see what's going on for today. What is happening with the first sunny day in a couple of weeks? We've had a few nice things, but boy, it has been just difficult to deal with. We had snow over the past weekend. Wow. I know. I know you live in Maine. This is what you do. So let's see where we're going here. Breaking trail, brand new breakthrough is at hand. I like that. Gates of triumph, success expands in your life. Cleansing waters, purification activates a vibrant life force. Transformation. A fresh new way of living emerges. I have been seeing this for you for some time. And it just makes me feel like I don't know if there's nothing for you to do, but the pressure in the world, in the universe, I feel it has been really building towards some kind of climax or some kind of event. And for some of us, this is going to be about, standing up. For some of for some of us, this is going to be about having a breakthrough. All right, so let's see where the reading takes me. I'm going to do this. But it feels like a good fresh change. A good fresh change is coming. 7 of Wands, the 9 of Swords, Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Page of Wands. I'm just getting the sense of like, this feels like you're finally pulling things all together. There's kind of a new adventure is showing up. It could be showing up in your dreams. Okay. You could be having dreams around, people coming back from the past, new people coming in. Pay attention to your dreams. That's where this is really going to unfold. You see, there's this brand new path. You showing up as the Page of Wands. This is a feminine, divine feminine story. This is an ancestral path, walking some kind of clearing some kind of ancestral karma, and shifting into this new path. I feel like you've been resisting this for some time. And it's finally time to take some kind of action. Mars is moving into Leo on the 17th of April. Get your motor running. 5 of Swords, Emperor, 6 of Pentacles, Page of Swords, 7 of Cups, Death, 3 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. Some of us who are psychic, spiritual, mystics, shamans have been getting this for a long time. That there is a new path. And I feel like more and more people are waking up to that. There is a lot of lack of clarity around where this path leads. So you may personally be feeling this in a desire to open up to a new kind of expression of your intuition. Some of you are excited to, I hope you are, come to the retreat in Sedona. We're going to be opening up to channeling, spirit guides, and mediumship. I'm going to talk quite a bit about mediumship as well. And I really want, part of my goal in 2024 was to help people anchor solidly in their intuition, because as I mentioned all last year, things are going to get very confusing as to what I do, where I go, what's my next step. And so there is a sense here of resisting maybe the answer, because the answer may not be what you expected. I'm opening up to spirit and saying, okay, I'm ready for I'm ready for this new breakthrough. I'm ready to go down this new road. And what if spirit says, okay, this is the road you're going down? And you're like, oh, that's not what I thought. That's not what I thought. So why is this 5 of Swords here? There's Judgment Day ahead. Chariot, Strength, and the Star, all major arcana cards. That means to me, if you take my tarot class, you know this. When I'm clarifying a card and all major arcana cards come out, there's a lot here. It says dig here. This is important. This is meaningful. The 5 of Swords and the Emperor. There is something about the masculine energy finally being taken to task. What does that mean? The masculine energy that has been kind of hiding in an old space or hiding in a low vibration is being challenged. This is Cancer and Leo and Aquarius, being challenged by the age of Aquarius. Now, this is the crossroads here. So we are rapidly approaching a crossroads. And the spiritual path really is about choosing the healed path. And what I mean by that is that it can't stay around low vibration. The healed, all right, the Page of Wands. This might be brand new to you, a new direction, might be, getting away from an old way of doing things or whatever. But I feel like the spiritual path, those on the spiritual path that know they're on the spiritual path, the awakened leaders and healers and guides and mystics and shamans that you all are going to be shown that there's a choice coming up. I feel it building. There's a choice coming up. Why is this 7 of Cups here? Chariot is about moving fast. The Strength card is about having courage. And the Star is about healing. So I feel like the spiritual journey is going to always default towards healing, always choose the higher vibrational path. Page of Swords and the 7 of Cups. This is the Ace of Swords, isn't it? Yep. The Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords. Some truth that's being shared is going to clear up this confusion. Like you can't unsee it. There's no going back now. There's some, we've crossed the Rubicon. Okay. We've crossed the Rubicon into a place that is, very, very dark and very low vibration. If you feel this in your personal life, it's basically some people sometimes standing still. It's like the darkness overtakes you because your mission is to take action in a certain direction, especially with this, the Chariot and the Strength card. This is about moving with healed, right? The Star, moving with healed, courageous determination. All right, I'm getting the word determination. And Venus, okay, so I get all these queens, right? And we have the Emperor here, this masculine energy. I've been thinking about the masculine energy recently and about an unhealed masculine on this planet, the unhealed or the lower vibrational masculine. This is the toxic masculinity. This is all of that stuff. And it doesn't have to do with men. It just has to do with on this planet, there is a polarity of energy that isn't growth oriented, shall we say. It's more power oriented. So the other day I was talking about the levels of consciousness, and there's, when we get through the survival and we get through the desire to, get more, and we get the next level is about power. And this is where the decision is. So let me share this with you while we're talking about this. Gonna go back here a little bit. Level 3, and this is not I didn't make this up, but I have been writing about it. I've been doing a lot of automatic writing about, which I will teach you at the retreat. Level 3 consciousness of power relates to your solar plexus. And this is a fact that the ego, once it realizes it can gain more, that it can get more, the ego has the person, not the ego. We know what the ego is going to do. The person has two choices. The choice A is consolidate power for selfish reasons. I think I talked about this on Sunday. And then the other choice is enlightened power, where you raise other people up. And there have been leaders on this planet who have done that. And we are now in a time when the spiritual path, those on the spiritual path, those coming awake, are being asked to be those kinds of leaders, to raise other people up, to use their power, their resources to help other people who may not have options or choices. Okay. And I feel like we're really almost there. And then there's going to be this, okay, there's an end. There's an end. The next level of consciousness is heart chakra, is the consciousness of compassion. That is when the earth is going to split in two. It's coming soon. Where you're either going to choose compassionate leadership, compassionate yourself, being responsible to be a compassionate leader, to have empathy for other people, to recognize, I didn't want to shut this right yet. I want to look one more thing here. Maybe we'll talk more about this in Pathfinders this week. The level 4 is the awareness of we are all one. At its core is forgiveness. Now, there is a time coming on this planet when we are going to have to make some decisions here. Let's do some more clarification. I have the 7 of Cups in the timing part of this reading, and that is 7 months from now, or 7th month, July. Talk to me about July. 6 of Cups, 8 of Swords, High Priestess. There's a spiritual leadership. 7 of Swords. I feel like the spiritual leadership are going to lead by the time we get to July, and people who are, there's the spiritual path. Those of you guys are all on this breaking trail, making a new breakthrough is at hand. There's going to be a lot of people waking up because of that action. Not necessarily because of the dark action. I feel like people are going inside going, what do I stand for? Who am I here to be? I'm here on this planet for a reason right now. And we've got we are here, spiritual path healers and leaders and shaman and all y'all. We are here for this transformation. We are here on this planet for this precise moment. And July, the astrology backs this up. The astrology backs this up. There's definitely a lot of lies and a lot of people who are sucked in by the lies, who are going to be coming awakened and who need assistance. Talk to me about this Emperor. 10 of Cups. Knight of Cups. King of Cups. Wow. Devil energy. then the people who are choosing this dark path, I don't think they know it. I don't think they know they're choosing a dark path. They're choosing a dark path. You know, this is about like jumping into a windowless van just because the man offered you candy. Okay? That's exactly what this is. And, you know, there's no need to just jump on in. But a lot of people have done that. A lot of people have done that. And this person is making a lot of promises and consolidating power and doing that. But I feel like there is a rising up, a change, a shift. By the time we get to July, that 7, sorry about the noise, that 7 of Cups makes me feel like it's a very spiritual month this year. Transformation. Hierophant. Okay. Justice. 9 of Cups and the 3 of Cups. So there are celebrations happening here. This is about wanting justice. And I feel like there are leaders among us who are going to help with this spiritual path rising up, with people waking up. I feel like there are more traditional, that's Taurus, more traditional kind of leaders. We have Venus coming into conjunction with Saturn. It happened on April 7th, and now it's going to happen again on April 24th. So April 7th, you can look at what was going on in the world. And Venus is the divine feminine, saying, I'm going to have to put my money where my mouth is. I'm going to have to stand up. I'm going to have to take some kind of action. Four of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, the World, and the 10 of Wands. This is about kind of taking on the responsibility of stepping up, communicating, being love in the world, being love, being light. And however that shows up for you, we're going to know about this. We're going to have this happening right now as some lead up to July. I have been talking a lot about Lionsgate this year, because I do feel like the Lionsgate, the end or the beginning of August. So the Leo time period. Everything that's going to be happening right now, you know, by the end of April, April has very similar astrological markings to 1968. And there was a revolution at that time. And I have felt, and one of the reasons this channel is called Soulful Revolution, is that there is going to be a soulful revolution on this planet. And those of you who watch this channel are the leaders. Let's see where we're going here. Where is this taking us? Got the High Priestess here too. Where is this revolution, or this soulful revolution, taking us? Okay, so right away, the High Priestess and the Queen of Swords popped out. The Queen of Swords again here, with that Ace of Swords. There is some kind of truth the divine feminine is bringing to light. Hanged Man, 4 of Cups, and the 2 of Swords. There's been a lot of sitting on the sidelines, and I don't mean like the divine feminine sitting on the sidelines, but there is something about waiting for the moment. All right, there is something about waiting for the moment, and I feel like the moment is here. So let's go deeper into this reading. I want to understand what this moment's about. I want to understand what we're talking about here, and what this looks like. I'm going to probably go deeper into the timing as well. All right. Okay. Link is below if you want to continue on with me. I'll see you over there.
All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.